The opinions in this podcast are all our own.
But the businesses are real chamber members.
It's a chamber chat.
Coming to you from Wahoo, Nebraska. Chamber Chat with Kate
And Kat.
Welcome to Chamber Chat with Kate.
And Kat. I'm Catherine Nygren.
And I'm Kate DeCoste. This podcast is everything Wahoo Chamber of Commerce.
Well, Kate, it's nice to be back after a couple weeks of vacation.
It really is. I don't know how, I'm kind of like, oh yeah, how do we do this whole podcast thing again?
To relearn how to record a podcast.
Yes. We had a 2-week little hiatus. We both were busy. One of those weeks was Fair Week, so everybody was busy.
Yes.
And then I went on a little vacation, and so did you.
You were up in Wisconsin, weren't you?
I was. So I was in Chicago for a couple of days, and my family, we actually went to the Golden Girls pop-up kitchen.
Nice.
Which was very fun. And then I used to live in Milwaukee, so I went and hung out with my roommate, or housemate, I should say, and her family, and did a few things that I haven't been able to do in a long time in Milwaukee. And so, yeah, it was kind of fun to go hang out.
Nice. And you went to a kind of a cool spot called the St. Kate, didn't you?
Yes. So this was not there when I lived there. It actually it's a hotel, and it's right across the street from the theater that I worked at. And yeah, we were at the theater that I worked at because they had this like whole bubble thing in their yard. It was a whole thing going on, and there was these huge lights saying St. Kate, and I was like, what the heck?
I have to go check it out now.
Yeah. So my friend Christina and her husband said it was a hotel, so we went over there, and in the lobby of it, it's a like funky bar, like very modern, music playing, pretty loud. But then it also was a art gallery on the first floor too,
in a hotel room, in a hotel,
in the hotel lobby. Yeah. So where there was a place where you checked in too. But yeah, as a person that wasn't staying there, you could just go hang out at the bar, or you could go check out the art. And one of the things I had to do was check out their restroom. And when I went there, I went to the restroom, like right next to kind of the hall, I guess you would say, of the restroom. There was this fun little thing. It was a old cigarette machine, or looked like a cigarette vending machine. But it had art in it.
Oh, I think I saw that on your Instagram reels.
Yes. I was so excited, and I was excited because I had $5 in my in my wallet, and that's what it cost.
So
and
you put your $5 into this revamped cigarette vending machine.
Yeah. And they had where you could kind of see what something you might get. It said like it might be jewelry.
Okay. So it was a little teaser of
teaser, and there was a surprise little section too, but those were people must like the surprise because those were all gone. Out? Yeah. So I got it was like a little wooden bird. And what was kind of cool is when it came, it was in a little box
the size of a cigarette pack.
Yes, exactly. And inside was your art, but it also had the artist had their business card in there.
Oh.
So I thought that was great too, because A, it's advertising.
Right.
B, if you'd like to, get some more of their art, check out their website, all that, you could do that. So yeah,
that's such a neat idea.
I know. I want Wahoo to
find a cigarette vending machine.
Yes.
So if anybody knows where one of those is,
yes,
hit us up.
Let's get that here.
Let's make it happen.
So you also went on a little.
Yeah.
It wasn't really a vacation.
No, it was definitely a work trip.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And it sounded like it could have been like a reality TV show.
It was kind of crazy. Yeah, it was our wholesaler up in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, our floral wholesaler, invited us to come do their program called Why Not Wednesdays.
Oh.
And so to prepare for that, they put us up in a hotel and paid for all of our meals for 3 days. So we had a couple days in their warehouse, and then we had our show day.
Okay.
And so it was like we walked in, think of like a place like a Hobby Lobby where it has like all your supplies, really anything you could want. Silk flowers and containers, ribbon, whatever. And
Sure.
they handed us a shopping cart and said, whatever you want.
Oh, how fun.
So like, is like camera rolling or what's happening right now?
Right.
So
And you weren't timed, like you weren't on that show. Like,
no, it
I
wasn't
forget,
like a supermarket
or a supermarket sweep.
no, not that fast. Thank goodness. So we got to go through their stuff and we needed enough content for 2 hours of design show. And so we got to put together ideas and kind of show off like what we do at the shop in Wahoo.
Oh, I love that.
And then, Wednesday morning, about 30 different florists from about like 3 different states came. And we had a program in the morning, and then we broke for lunch. They had a catered lunch for us, and then we had an afternoon program. And then after it was all done, they auctioned off the items that we made, and people bought them and took them home.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, it was kind of weird to see like your stuff being sold to,
being
to
auctioned
peers.
off. Yeah.
Right. But one of the cool things we got to do while we were in Sioux Falls is check out their downtown.
Ooh.
It's always fun for me to see like what other places do and like their
Yes.
vibe and like what makes them unique. And they have so much art downtown in Sioux Falls. And I heard that they change it out every year.
Oh.
Yeah, they send it up for auction and they get all new pieces the next year. Is what
That's
somebody.
a great idea.
Yeah, it
that's
was
a great idea
explaining-
to how are you gonna do that? Where
to
what do
keep
you
it fresh.
Yeah, to keep it fresh. But it's like, what do we do with the old? But that's
Yep.
a great idea.
Yep, sell it off. So yeah, I mean, really everywhere you looked, there was art. I mean, there was like big buffalo statues. I mean, I can't even describe all the different ones, but they just had it like all up and down the streets and every little nook and cranny. Like it was a really, really pretty cool vibe. They're
Nice. So I feel like we both found some things that we should need to be brought back to Wahoo.
Yeah. Put our thinking caps on.
Yes.
Oh, well, speaking of Wahoo, Kate, do you have a fun fact for us this week?
Of course I do. So this one, I have a feeling a lot of people know. I'm sure you know this, but I'm going to ask it anyway.
Try us.
What does Wahoo mean?
I think I've heard, and tell me if I'm right, that it's a name of a plant.
It is a name of a plant.
It's a shrub, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
It's a Native American name for a shrub.
Yes.
It's like the burning bush.
It is the burning bush. You are correct. Ding, 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 ding. And I bet a lot of people, when I said that question, I feel like everyone said burning bush. I just feel like most people know that. But I felt like since we have such a unique name, we should know.
Yeah,
If you don't know
where it came from.
Yeah, we have to bring it up.
Absolutely.
So we have that Wahoo fun fact. What about poll question this week, Kat?
Well, I'm thinking ahead a little bit to our fundraiser that's coming up. More details on that in a minute. So my question is, do you prefer chips and salsa or chips and queso
Oh,
when you go out to eat?
yes. I mean, I love both. But if I had them in front of me and it was like you had to pick, and honestly, really the thing I'm going to go for is cheese.
You can't
I
deny
love
the
cheese. Yeah. So, yes, I would be saying chips and queso. Though
Nice.
I would probably just add the salsa into the queso and do a little mix. But if it's either or, it's going to be the queso.
Okay, if it's one or the other, you go queso.
Yeah. And what about you, Kat?
I mean, I'm the same way. You can't deny the cheese, but I think I like it best when I actually mix the salsa and the queso.
Yeah,
There's something
yeah.
about that, like
Yes.
tangy, cheesy,
Yes.
salty chips.
Yes.
I'm hungry.
Yeah. Well,
So people can go online. We'll post it on our Facebook page, and then we'd love to hear from you what you prefer, if you prefer chips and salsa or chips and queso.
yes. So now is that time that we call mailbag questions.
Cue that music.
Mailbag time.
Open that bag.
So our question this week is from Amy.
Hi, Amy.
Amy asked, I wasn't able to attend the first app training. Will you be offering any more?
Great question, Amy. We have been loving, if you can't tell, we've been loving the app and we are discovering more and more features all the time. So, yes, we do want to have another training and we are pegging this fall as a timeline. So, watch for information, but we do want to show off all the things that we're learning with the app.
Yes. And one of those fun things that we just rolled out this week is a scavenger hunt. So if you haven't heard of it, or haven't checked it out, if you go to the app, click on events, you will see Wahoo Scavenger Hunt. You click on that. It's just a 5-question hunt, so it won't take too long. And you can get a prize afterwards.
Yes, there's a treasure box full of fun things at the chamber office. So when you get done with your treasure hunt, head over there and they will get out the box of prizes and you can pick a little treat.
Yeah. So again, yep, that's just one of those things that we're excited about. So thank you so much for that question. If you have a question for us, please email us at wahoochamberchat@gmail.com or message our Facebook page.
So getting ready for the upcoming events, when we were talking about the chips and salsa earlier, and it's still making me hungry, but let's talk about all the great plans that we have for the Wahoo Chamber of Commerce fundraiser.
Yeah. So one new thing is, if you guys usually go to our fundraiser, it is a little earlier in the year.
It is earlier this year.
It's usually in November, and we're moving it up to September, and actually is on September 13th.
Yeah, so it's a Wednesday, and we have a whole evening planned for everyone that'll be super fun. The evening starts off with a social hour at 5:00 at the Starlight Event Center.
Yes, and the auction will also open at 5, and then it will close at 7:30.
Yes, and I love the silent auction at the fundraiser. There are so many there's just tables and tables of stuff to browse through. So it's always fun grabbing a drink at the bar and then seeing what all kinds of fun stuff I can bid on at the silent auction.
It really is. And then the dinner will be from 6 to 7. And I'm super excited about our dinner.
I am too. It's going to be so yummy.
Yes. And now you'll know why we were talking about chips and queso and
Why
salsa.
we were hungry.
Yes. So our dinner is going to be catered by Acapulco Mexican Grill.
Yes. And they are bringing their famous pollo tapatio and steak tapatio for the entrees.
I am so excited.
It's so good. I order that every time I go.
I have never tried it, but I'm excited. You said it's smothered with cheese.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you like cheese, which I know you do now, Kate, you will like pollo tapatio. And so they're gonna be catering, and then there's gonna be sides of rice and beans and chips and salsa. So it'll be a great, great meal.
Yes, yes. And then at 7:30, we're doing something a little different this year.
Yes.
We are going to have a comedian. Austin Anderson will be entertaining us.
Yes, I'm super excited for his program. It'll be something totally different. We've been doing the dueling pianos the last couple of years, and so I'm excited to see something different.
Same, yeah. I'm very excited about that. If you would like to donate an auction item, you can reach out to Jen at the chamber office by calling 443-4001.
And you can find tickets online on our website. And there's a link on both our Facebook page and our Instagram account to our website to order those tickets. And the tickets are just $45. And you are able to purchase tables so that your friends and family and coworkers and whoever you want to bring to the fundraiser can all sit together.
And that's a really good point. So anyone can come.
Absolutely. We want everybody there.
Yes. So you do not have to be any part of a chamber
or a business connection. You can just be
someone that wants
a citizen of the world.
Yes, yes. Wants to have a fun night in town, or if you have friends from out of town, bring them into Wahoo.
Heck yeah. It'd be a fun date night.
Yes, yes. So that's coming up in September. We'll probably talk a little more about that in a future podcast. But we also have coming up this month, we do have a Chamber Connections, which is on Thursday, August 17th. And our speaker is Tammy Sassaman from Saunders Medical Center. And the topic is understanding the importance of mental well-being.
What a great topic.
Yeah.
It's really important to take care of your mind as well as taking care of your body. I think it just makes you a better person.
Yes. And you also, you have to take care of yourself. Like, everyone's taking care of everyone.
Mhm.
You're taking care of your kids. You're taking care of your spouse. You're taking care of.
When you're at work, you're taking care of work.
Yes. And sometimes you forget to take care of yourself. So yeah, I'm excited about this Chamber Connections.
Yeah. And since SMC is sponsoring it, they will be providing lunch for all the attendees. So you'll want to make sure that you RSVP to this Chamber Connections by August 15th.
Yes. And this is free for all Chamber members and $10 for non-members.
So we really hope to see you there. And we have one more event happening in August, don't we?
We do. We want you guys to mark your calendars for August 30th. The museum will be having a business after hours starting at 5 p.m.
Oh, fun. They're celebrating a big year this year, aren't they?
That's right.
Yeah, it's a big anniversary year for them. So
Yeah.
it's nice to have that in town for us.
Yes. And I'm super excited for them to have that after hours.
Yeah, so mark your calendars.
All right. Well,
Woo.
I think we made it after that 2-week
That's
hiatus.
right. Kick out the rust and the dust, and we're back.
Yes. As always, thank you for listening today. And don't forget
to keep it local, friends.
This has been a Chamber Chat
With Kate.
and Kat.
See you next time.
maybe it was okay that we were walking, because if
I
we
think
were
so.
doing that,
It'd be harder to control.
uh-huh.
And I only being one parent, so I feel like that's a win.
I don't think I hit anybody. If I did, I didn't know. I blacked out.
Yeah,
but
it was over by Dollar General. Sorry about that. I don't think he saw it coming.
Oh no.
Oopsie.
That's funny. Whoops.